welcome to the JD Talks show. It's good to have you all here. Hello. All right. Well, let's dive right into it. What is this show? It is basically me talking and setting you up for success this week. All right. Actually, this is what I really want to do for myself and for you, and this is great. So let's just say you missed the live. That's all right. I'll be offering the on demand as well to make sure that we are, setting ourselves up for success. Okay. Feel free for those that are tuning in live. You can hit up the chat. You have direct access to me. And if you hit me up on demand as well, you can find me on Instagram at Julian Devine and also here on the Sweat with JD channel. So what you're going to be needing are just two things: notepad and pen. And you're just going to be using this to write down the things that I ask you to do. Okay. Now, excuse me. Now, what we want to do is make sure that, or better yet, what is this show? It's an interactive get ready for the week show where we strategize on how to set and accomplish our goals. All right. If there's anything that I've learned from, it's February right now, but at the start of the year in January for 2023, I have to say for myself personally, it was tough to get some things going. And, with that being said, you want to make sure that maybe you feel this way too. You need to be accountable for yourself. You need some accountability. And every Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we get to be accountable for ourselves. Okay. You and me. That's right. Okay. And Wednesday, so in the middle of the week, I'll offer a check-in. Maybe there's some things or strategies that are not working, or maybe it's just an opportunity to just, again, be accountable for each other. I love this kind of thing. And I want to make sure that, again, you and I are set up for success. So why am I doing this? Well, again, we all need some support in our lives. And again, it's accountability. All right. We have our notepad and pen ready to go. And I just want to start it off with this. All right. How are we getting ready for the week? How are you getting ready each and every single day? And there's something that I've learned is being prepared. Because if you go into something prepared, you are guaranteed to have a greater outcome. You know what I mean by that? So think of it this way. What time are you waking up at? Okay, maybe it's a little inconsistent. Let's try to just tap into that. So write down the time that I want to wake up consistently is, and it's something that makes sense for your job, your work life, your family life. Maybe you have kids or family or a pet that needs, specific potty times and routines. There are certain things that, we can work with to make sure that also you are setting yourself up for success with your morning. So wake up time is very important. I'm writing this down too, because again, it's accountability. We are here to be better for ourselves, waking up in the morning. For me, my wake up time, at least Monday through Friday, is 5 a.m. on the dot. So waking up 5 a.m. Now that's a pretty hard ask. If you know what I mean. Waking up at 5 a.m. is a little brutal. Okay. So what can we do to change this up a little bit? Okay. We can make sure that waking up at 5 a.m. is the ask. And maybe your ask is 7 a.m. Well, what time are you getting to bed? That is the important part. Because if there's anything that I learned, sleep is a big factor when doing anything. Okay. So going to bed, at least being in bed. Okay. My wife and I have, we've been working on trying to get better at getting into bed at a specific time or close to that time. So it's about 9:30 to 10:30. So think of it this way: 9:30 p.m. or 10:30 p.m. You're looking at, if my math's correct, I'm not the math whiz right here, but you're looking at maybe at least averaging 7 hours of sleep. All right. And maybe some of you function better on 6 hours of sleep. I don't really believe you, but you want to make sure that you are getting an adequate amount of sleep. Okay. There is no magic pill. There is no anything that's going to, otherwise I would be on it right now, just to be very clear. Okay. It's important that you prioritize sleep. It helps with recovery. I'm in fitness. I'm a personal trainer online and in person as well. If there's anything that I ask my clients, first off, it's how are you feeling? How much sleep did you get? Because right there is an indicator that tells me how alert and available they will be to the task that I'm going to give them. Like, I'm not going to give them the hardest workout of the day. Or if I have some heavy lifting today or whatever it is to throw at them, if they're like falling over and can barely keep a conversation with me, I gotta change some stuff up. You got to work with them a little bit. However, if you want to be as efficient as possible, sleep's going to be that. Okay. So let's start off with, so already right now, what we're doing is we're starting to map out the week. All right. And you can even write it at the top, map out my week. Map out my week. I will not show you my handwriting because it is ugly. Let's just be very clear. All right. My handwriting is not the greatest gift ever. So it's more like scratch notes. So why and how we're going to map out our weeks. So we have our wake up time set. Yeah. You're welcome, Tina. Shout out to my wife. So mapping out our week. All right. We have our wake up time. We have our bedtime. Now we have our sleep set. So what we can do now is our list of things that we want to accomplish for this week. So here's the thing. You don't have to be in the same profession that I'm in. You don't. What you can honestly be in finance. You can be in social media. You can be an influencer. You can be fitness. All right. Whatever it is that you do, there is a way of building and establishing a routine. Okay. And also checking off your boxes. And that's what we're about to do right here and right now. So this is what I need you to do. Okay. I'm going to be talking as I go along, but you need to list 5 to 10 things that you'd like to accomplish for this week. I think that's a pretty reasonable ask. And let's go a little bit deeper into that. Okay. The ask that I'm asking for are attainable goals, realistic, but also create some resistance or some challenge for yourself. So for example, my goal, I'll even, hold on one second. So accomplishing tasks at hand. Keep in mind, I've been doing this for a while now. All right. Like consistently bedtime, wake up time, my list of things to do, I do it daily. But right now, what we're trying to do is at least get your week set up. So my example is this. I have programming for my classes. Like this is what I want to accomplish in a week. Get my programming done for my classes, for my clients. Okay. Film content because, hey, influencer life. You got to love it. Workout at least three days this week. Get groceries. Try to make dinner at least 3 to 4 times a night, or not night, 3 to 4 times during the week, and get my laundry done. Look at that. That's like 6 to 7 things right there. I think that's a pretty reasonable ask, right? If you think about it, laundry is pretty doable. As much as I truly despise it with every ounce of my soul, I do it anyway because I know that I will feel so much better having gotten it done. I know that I will feel really good and confident with my job if I get my programming done earlier or ahead of time. I will feel, notice what I'm doing here? I will feel better about my position in the fitness industry, in my style of how I work if I get my content filmed ahead of time. I will feel really good if I work out. Believe it or not, working out is one of the greatest cures for depression, feeling good. Listen, I'm a man. I get really stressed out a lot. Boxing's changed my life. Lifting weights has really changed my life. And I tell you what, clanging and banging in the gym, it feels real good. I feel real good after lifting. Okay. And I know if you're like, JD, I just can't stand hearing that. Get over it. Okay. This is accountability. I'm saying things that I believe in. And if I didn't believe in it, well, I wouldn't be saying it. Okay. So going back to our tasks that we picked, 5 to 10 things that you want to accomplish for this week. You have it on the list. It's now your responsibility to get those things done this week. Here's the thing. when we're talking about right now making a promise to yourself. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Guess what? You're not in a committed relationship with me. All right. So this is the thing where it's you're committing to yourself. Because guess what happens if you don't finish this list? You let yourself down. Yeah. And you're just basically slapping yourself in the face and telling yourself that I really don't value myself and I don't appreciate myself. However, let me just tell you this. If you can get your list done for this week, you could get it done on the first day if you want, but you have until Sunday to next Sunday or to Saturday, excuse me, to get this list done. Okay. So we can do this, you and I. All right. Now, that's cute. That's a little cute little dab emoji right there. I didn't know that those existed. I like that. All right. So we've got our list. Okay. And in our routine is the next part. So we have our list of things that we want to accomplish. We have our routine kind of in the works. And with that being said, the routine is going to tap back into your morning time. All right. So routine, or we go to bed. Now, right before we go to bed, all right, I want you to kind of envision your morning, what it's going to be like. And mornings are very, very important to me because if I can get some things done in the morning, I'm feeling really good and I can just dominate everything with my job, with my relationships, in the most positive way possible. So let's dive right into this. We have our morning routine. Okay. This is what I do. All right. I wake up and immediately I wake up. I used to be a snoozer. And you know what happens when you snooze? You lose. I don't want to wake up feeling like a loser. All right. But just to be real, like it's true. It's very true. And it's so real. Wake up right away by you almost think of it this way. Your body is sleeping, it's sleeping, it's sleeping. You hear your first alarm go off, and you're like, oh, so your body's trying to wake up. It's like your computer's trying to boot up, and what you just done is you just pulled the plug out on it. And what happens when you pull the plug? Well, it's an abrupt shutdown and it just messes it up. And then it has to reboot again and reboot again. But you're asking it to reboot in a couple minutes to just be all of a sudden just be alert and ready and like shocked and all right. So rule number 1, no snoozing. The alarm that you set is the time that you get up at. And immediately after that, what you're going to do, I'm not asking a lot of you, okay, and myself. Immediately what you're going to do is head to the shower. Hop in the shower, wake yourself up. Just as painful as it is, it's just get in the shower. All right. After that, okay, we're awake, we're kind of alert. I love my coffee. I need coffee. I will drink it all day if I have to. I've had to calm down with it though. I get my coffee going. Look at this. 3 things. Okay? That's just bare minimum. Now look at what just happened here. I woke up, I didn't hit snooze. That's a win right there. So already I'm up and I'm making a promise to myself that I'm going to start my day right. Number 2, I hop in the shower. So already I'm committing to getting myself cleaned up and freshened up and ready to go. Okay? So that's another win right there. Win number 3, I get my coffee. I feel really good about it. So look at that. You just stacked 3 wins in the span of literally, maybe you're a long shower taker. So I'm just going to say 5 to 30 minutes. Okay. Maybe you like to just sit in the shower. Fine by me. You're up. Okay. Stacking wins is important because when you get wins in the morning, what's going to happen is you're going to basically accumulate your wins and they're going to keep stacking up. All right. And maybe you go about the rest of your day, you have your list of things to do. Maybe you don't even get to the things on your list and you just get destroyed by the day. How many of you have actually had those days where it's like, I just feel like the world's against me right now. I feel like the government's against me. I feel like everybody is just out to get me today. Like, what is wrong with me? Like that kind of thing. I have those all the time. And what keeps me going, what outweighs the negative, believe it or not, are the W's that I stacked earlier this morning. Again, I woke up, I made a promise to myself that I was going to give my best effort. It's not a hard ask to make. All right. Now imagine this. Okay. Let's just say you hit the snooze. You rolled out of bed and you have maybe 30 minutes to get ready for work. So you take a mediocre shower. Your coffee is, maybe you don't even get to your coffee. So you're like fuming that you don't have your coffee made. And you're like, I have to try and hop on the train, get to my coffee spot then and get it there. Maybe the train's late. And so already, look at this. You're stacking all these L's, these losses in the beginning, and it's just wrecking you. So you can get ahead of the game by waking up early, by making a plan and doing the things that you know are going to help set you up for success. It's as easy as that. Everything else falls into place from there. So we've got, just to recap, all right? Wow, time is just flying by. It feels good. It feels good. Okay, we have written down the time that we want to wake up, time that we want to go to bed. I've given you a couple of things. Maybe it's not setting in right now. So I'll give you your challenge for this week at the end of the video. Okay, all of which I'm sharing with you is an example of how you could do this throughout the week. All right, so you have your big list of things you want to accomplish for the week. I'm showing you what a daily routine in the morning looks like. And don't worry. I'll be back Wednesday too, and we'll do it again on Sunday, just like we are doing right here and right now. So with that being said, all right, and as I just want to make sure that I got my notes right too. Oh, this is good too. This is a thing that I've added. This is just a little extra added bonus. Okay. I love, oh yeah, you're getting homework. All you are getting homework, just to be very clear. I actually love audiobooks. I'm just gonna say that. And what I've been learning from, and I actually listen to the audio, it's actually part of my list of things to do in the morning before I even look at my phone. Just to be very clear, I haven't even, when waking up, I don't look at social media, I don't scroll, I don't listen to the news. I avoid anything and everything that's going to deter me from having the best day ever. I can watch the news later, but my morning is my morning. It's my priority. I need to protect my energy, and you need to protect your energy too. You're too valuable of a person to let go, to let go release to the wolves like that. All right. Because the news could be brutal. The news is great. It's awesome. It tells you what's going on. But sometimes it could just be very, very draining and not what you need in that moment. So your mornings are important. Come back, JD. Come back. All right. So audiobooks. Okay. I like listening to a book, one chapter, which probably equates to maybe 5 to 15 minutes. And as I'm listening, I'm taking notes. Hence the notepad and pen. I love it so much because what it does is, by me writing things down, I'm a visual person. So if I see it, feel it, I can think better. So as I'm listening to this audiobook, I'm understanding it more and more, and I'm able to make it applicable to my day after that. After listening to the chapter, then what I do is I go to my phone, I open up my social media, I do not scroll. I go straight to my, you know how on Instagram you could do like the stories and stuff like that. And I just share like a little quote that stood out to me, maybe from the book or maybe something that just kind of came to me in that moment, because I just feel like people just kind of need the little kick in the pants. I feel like you need a little kick in your pants sometime. All right. And that's okay. It's good. It's good to have that. You need that because it helps make you better. If you see people excelling in their own way and growing on their own, you want that. Plain and simple. That's, if I see people growing too on their own, they don't need other things to do that for them. Anyway, you see what I'm getting at. So let's dive right into our last and final bit. It's the challenge. All right. So I've kind of mentioned it in the beginning. However, this is your homework for this week. All right. 1, you are waking up early. All right. But maybe you gave yourself too much of a comfort. You're going to wake up 30 minutes earlier than what you wrote down. And that's the time that you're going to wake up at, so that the extra 30 minutes that you have, all right, will be plenty to get you up and going. Maybe you can anticipate maybe taking a longer shower, or maybe you want to just have a second to yourself of silence, of just peace. All right. I feel like we all have access to energy out in this world. And the more people that are awake, the more that everybody taps into that energy. So if you're up earlier than everybody else, you're tapping into the energy that is out there. And there's not many people doing it right now at that time. So you're just kind of taking in more positivity, more energy. Okay. So challenge number 1, wake up 30 minutes earlier than what you wrote down. Okay. Rule number 2, the things that you want to accomplish in the morning, you're going to write them down. Meaning, shower, coffee, listen to a book. Whatever it is that you like to do in the morning to help set yourself up for success, take out the news, take out the TV, take out the scrolling through Instagram. You don't need that. You'll do that anytime throughout the day, but be protective of your morning. So again, you're going to write a list the night before, and you're going to read it in the morning so that you can get a fresh feel of checking off the boxes and stacking some W's. All right. Challenge number 3, find a book. That's right. Find a book. It could be anything. It could be sci-fi, nonfiction, biography, something that is going to just get you to read, and you're going to just take some notes on it while you read. And it could just be anything of just like having a pen and paper out and available and just writing down as you read. I like the audio because it just allows me to just kind of work independently, and I have the headphones in and I can focus. All right. Last challenge. I'm not going to swear in this channel. Kick butt. Maybe I will start pulling out the swear words. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But because I don't know what YouTube will say or do. But kick some butt this week. Okay. Like, take charge. Write this quote down. And it's my final little thing that I'm giving you until I see you on Wednesday. How you do anything is how you do everything. Yeah. How you do anything is how you do everything. So let's just say you hit the snooze button. Okay. You hit the snooze button like maybe 1, 2, 5, 10 times. That right there is going to translate into how you handle everything. So meaning if somebody sends you an email from work, maybe that you're just not really feeling it. It's how you handle them. You're snoozing on them. And maybe it was an opportunity to grow a little bit more. Maybe it was that person that could help elevate you, or that person that could just, maybe that just kind of needed your energy a little bit more. You're snoozing on them, and you're snoozing on yourself and your opportunities. All right. I hope that stung just a little bit, because when I first heard that saying, it really opened my eyes to wanting to try a little bit harder for myself, for my future, for my family, everything. So, how you do anything is how you do everything. Remember that this week. Remember that when you wake up. Remember that when you go to bed. There ain't no time to slack off. Come on, we're ready to grow. We're ready to win. I want to win. I want you to win. Plain and simple as that. Okay. So let me just close it out with this. All right. Again, thank you so much for taking the time to listen, maybe even write down some things to give this a shot. The more and more that you and I do this, the more refined this method will become. but I'm only doing this because I want to be able to give back, and because there's not really much out there that's offering help to this level. Okay. So my name is JD. You can find me on Instagram at Julian Divine, or you can find me on this channel. All right. Julian Divine or Sweat with JD. I'm here as a resource, as a, I guess you could say, just like someone that is here to help. Okay. We're here to help each other. We're here to help each other grow. So every Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch me live to start your week off right. Every Wednesday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch me live to make sure that we're staying on top of our stuff. And if not, catch the videos on demand at Sweat with JD. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, talk with me. If anything rang out to you, if you have any questions about anything, if you feel like you need to question something, if you are looking for books, if you are looking for anything or want to recommend something, hit the channel. All right. My name is JD. Thanks for talking and listening with me. I'll catch you on the flippy flop.